All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Illinois Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you this evening. And just a few housekeeping notes before we get started. If you have any questions, I just want to encourage you to ask those by clicking on the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen. You can do this at any time throughout the session, and I do encourage you to address the college you want to answer your particular question while you are asking it. And feel free to ask any question to any institution throughout the entire session. Your camera and microphone are off, so you don't have to worry about a bad hair day or anything like that. We can't see you, but we're glad you can see us. And if you want to sign up, we have one last session after this one that starts at the top of the hour at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can do that at strivescan.com/Illinois. And if you want to retrieve this recording or watch it back at any time, you can do so on the page that you registered, and that will be available within about a week. So I am going to start giving it over to our first college, Blessing-Rieman College of Nursing and Health Sciences. We're going to allow them to get their screen up and shared. I just want to continue to encourage you to make sure you're asking those questions throughout the entire session as well. So we'll leave it over to Blessing-Rieman College.
All right, thank you. So my name's Kevin. I'm an admissions counselor here at Blessing-Rieman College of Nursing and Health Sciences. So we have a handful of different majors. Nursing is our primary major. We also offer a bachelor in respiratory care, a bachelor in radiology, and then we also offer an associate degree in health information management and medical lab technician. So those are the 5 things that we offer. We are kind of a unique institution. We are very specialized. We are located here in Quincy, Illinois, where currently it is 0 degrees with a -22 wind chill. But just a little bit about our programs. Our bachelor degree programs, we do partner with 2 other 4-year institutions, Quincy University and Culver-Stockton College, to offer, that's for our nursing program, our radiology, and our respiratory programs. And kind of how those programs work is you take your freshman year getting those prereq and gen eds done at the partner school, and then you switch on over to us and we teach the radiology, respiratory nursing, whatever path you choose. For our associate programs, that is strictly just through our college. You come in with certain prerequisite courses. You can take those at any accredited institution, and then we just seamlessly transfer those in and go ahead and get you started. A couple of unique things about us is that partnership with the 2 different schools. One is located in Illinois, one's located in Missouri. We are also a small school. So with a small school, you get small class sizes. You get that personal attention. You get to know your faculty. You get to know your peers. A lot of our faculty are on a first name basis. They give out their cell phone numbers because they trust our students, and our students trust our faculty. So that's something that is very, very important at our school. And you know, you're not just a number, and you're going to hear that other places as well too, but it is true. We have a very, I would say, family atmosphere here at Blessing-Rieman, and that's something that we definitely pride ourselves on. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Debbie now, and Debbie's going to talk a little bit more about our school. Go ahead, Debbie.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm the admissions coordinator at Blessing-Rieman College of Nursing and Health Sciences. And I want to talk a little bit about one of our things that we feel like makes us really unique and different and stands out is our simulation center. So we have 9 simulators all the way from a preemie baby to a mother that gives birth. They have pulses, they have heartbeats, they breathe, they cry, they die. It's very interesting to see how they deliver a baby. We have a simulated operating room. We have a simulated isolation room, which you would have known how important that was going to be in our profession soon. So, and they have a nurse's station, and we can actually do 6 simulations at the same time with different levels of students. So it's a very interesting and unique and hands-on way for students to learn, especially since it's a smaller institution and that's what they like is the personal attention. That's something that's really unique for us and we are able to offer, and they actually can record it so they can view it later and kind of go over what went really well, what didn't, what we can improve upon. One of the things also is this last year we had a 96% NCLEX pass rate. We're really proud of that. And we have a learning resource center with 2 full-time nurses that do nothing but tutor. If anybody is interested in our institution, give us a call at 217-228-5520, extension 6949. Or our website, we have virtual tours of our simulation center and our school at www.brcn.edu.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Blessing-Rieman College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Next up, thank you. Next up, we're going to have Earlham College, and we're going to allow them to get their screen shared. So I just want to encourage every attendee to make sure they're putting questions in the Q&A box and addressing the colleges that you want to answer that particular question. So we'll leave the floor over to Earlham College.
All right, so I'll just introduce myself quickly. I'm John. I'm an admissions counselor at Earlham, and in terms of Illinois, I cover Chicago and its kind of outlying areas.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. But my name is Maggie Bain. I am also admission counselor here at Earlham College, and I recruit in mostly rest of the state of Illinois. So we're glad that you guys got to come here and hear a little bit about Earlham tonight. So just a quick overview, a little bit about Earlham. So we are a small liberal arts school in the Midwest, specifically in Richmond, Indiana. So not too terribly far. We are well known for very transformative learning experiences, whether that's through on-campus studies, internships, leadership development, anything like that. As you can see, a lot of our students do receive well-known scholarship opportunities, go on to get doctoral degrees and stuff like that. So that's kind of just an overview of different opportunities our Earlham students do receive. Jumping right into our different majors. So as you can see, we do have a lot of popular ones that most colleges and universities do have. So whether that's biology, psychology, we do have global management, which is basically like our business major. So you can definitely specialize in finance, marketing, and things like that, but it's definitely looked at in a global setting. So that's why it's called global management, just a little FYI. But we do have some unique kind of special ones to Earlham. So we do have like environmental sustainability is really popular, environmental science. Our Japanese program is really great. We have lots of study abroad opportunities to Japan that our students really like to utilize. The fine arts are always my favorite as well. So you're getting a broad range of a little bit of everything. Our students do tend to double major in one thing and minor in like a million things. So you get the opportunity to very much practice all your passions at Earlham. We want you to, continue all your different interests and stuff like that. Let's get on to the next one. A little bit about Richmond. So I'm actually from Richmond. So John and I was like, I'll take on this one, I guess. But as you can see on the map, Richmond is located on the east side of Indiana. There's about 36,000 residents within the town, but we are in close proximity to a lot of major cities. So Indianapolis, Indiana, Dayton, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, are all within an hour's drive. Chicago's about 4, so any of the students in here who are from Chicago, it's not too terrible, like a far drive, I guess. And then any students from Urbana or Champaign are within maybe a 3 hours drive, just to give you guys some insight of where we're located. There's plenty of volunteering, job opportunities, and then different internships that you can receive here in Richmond as well. It's a very thriving community here in the Midwest. And there's plenty of acreage that goes along with Earlham's campus. 200% of it is the actual academic portion of the school. And then we do have plenty of backwood areas with plenty of hiking trails. Our science departments really like to utilize that, and just plenty of really great opportunities here in Richmond. I'll hand it over to John. He can do the last couple slides here. Hello? Oh.
Sorry about that. I had to kind of set up the screen share, but hopefully this should be going all right. But yeah, so there's a lot more to Earlham than just academics, and we're really proud of that. So in terms of athletics, we have 15 D3 sports teams. About 50% of our students are actually D3 athletes. And so we have a really, really fantastic campus environment in that regard, have a lot of community support and a lot of just really varied opportunities for that. And additionally, we have club sports, we have intramural, we have rec activities. We really want to make sure all our students can get involved while on campus. 30 student led organizations, as you can see, 24,000 service hours at Earlham. We're really proud of kind of the commitment to service that we have as an institution because we were originally founded by Quakers. That means we still have kind of these principles and practices that really guide everything about the university. And so a big component of that is service, giving back, kind of getting involved. And so that's something that if you're really passionate about getting out into the world, getting practical experience and making an impact, Earlham will be a great fit for you. In terms of getting out off campus, we have 20 plus off-campus study programs. In fact, we added just a lot more this year, so there's also some really new ones. You get one of those included in tuition, guaranteed during your time at Earlham. You don't have to take it if you don't want to study off campus, but we do want to make sure that all students from all economic backgrounds can take advantage of a kind of a transformative opportunity. And then in a similar regard to that, in terms of the funded summer internships, we have something called the EPIC Advantage, which is $5,000 in funding guaranteed to a research opportunity or an internship to really make sure that students can, again, have that practical experience. And then in addition to that, we have career coaches available and kind of networking available to really find the right internship. Because it doesn't matter if you have the economic opportunity to take it if you can't find a specific example of what you're looking for. So we really want to make sure all our students find the perfect fit and can get involved in that regard. And then again, in terms of financial aid, we really want to make sure that Earlham is something that is affordable for all students. And so because of that, over 95% of our students receive financial aid in some regard. We have merit scholarships, which you're automatically considered for upon application. In fact, students from my area should really pay attention because we offer an additional kind of scholarship for being in our primary base, our primary geographic area, which would include the Chicago and its outlying area. So that's an extra $2,000 a year, kind of guaranteed with your admission here. And so, yeah, and then there's also kind of a lot of financial aid in terms of need-based, because again, we're really fortunate to have a large endowment per the number of students we have. We actually are richer than 2 Ivy League institutions in terms of our endowment per student. And what that means is that we can offer a lot of opportunities for students that to make sure that we can have students of all economic backgrounds be represented on campus. And that again just goes to our really unique atmosphere. We have diversity that's outsized for our institutional kind of size, for lack of a better term. We have 800 students, and yet 25% of those are domestic students of color. Another 23% are international students. So again, we really want to make sure that Earlham is a place for students of all different backgrounds where you can kind of experience things that you've never experienced before and have a really unique educational opportunity. As you can see, here's kind of the total tuitions and fees, but that is not something that students frequently pay. 95% of students pay significantly less than that. I think the average is about $19,000 a year. So yeah, I think that's kind of it. So hope you guys consider applying. We have rolling applications until March 1st, so you can get your application in anytime before then.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Earlham College. And next, we're going to give some time to Willamette University to get set up. Again, making sure that you continue to ask those questions. And if you're interested in any other, if you're just popping on to this, any other sessions after this one, we have one more today, and this is a 2-day college fair as well too. So there are some tomorrow as well. You can do on shrivescan.com/Illinois.
Thanks so much, Julian. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Claire Lyson. I'm one of the Senior Assistant Directors in the Office of Admission at Willamette University, and I'm going to take the next few minutes here to tell you about Willamette University and introduce you to just a few things that make us unique. So my hope is that it will kind of inspire you to spend some more time with us through a more in-depth virtual visit, and I'll give you the link at the end here. But let's go ahead and jump in. So Willamette is located in Salem, Oregon. We are in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, which is the state capital of Oregon as well, and it's in the heart of the beautiful Willamette Valley. I am from Illinois, so I always love to work with students from this area and talk about how wonderful the Pacific Northwest is and what that traveling back and forth looks like. We are a liberal arts college supported by graduate programs in business, law, as well as theology. And we're located in a part of the country that is sought after for its natural beauty, obviously. One example here, very, very diverse ecosystems. This is the Oregon coast, and wonderful outdoor opportunities. So if you're looking to kind of explore the natural world, Pacific Northwest is a great place to do it. Willamette is the most historic university in the Western United States, believe it or not, founded before Oregon was even recognized as a state of the Union. And Willamette began to educate and shape innovative leaders right from the beginning, including our very first graduate, whose name was Emily York, that you see here back in the 1800s. And as things like business and the government and education and medicine and social systems were being established in the American West, it was Willamette University, which you see here, and the alumni who were kind of equipped with an education that allowed them to quickly make an impact as the industries were kind of literally growing up around our campus. And I mention our history because it's so important to who we are as an institution, because we have this really deep, rich heritage in order to understand who we are as an institution now. And so Willamette's legacy of leadership and impact in the community is exactly what current Willamette students find on our campus today. And it's this idea that we are a place that takes knowledge and turns it into action. That's a part of our Willamette University mission statement. And our predecessors gave us a university motto that informs the current Willamette experience you'll see on the screen here in a very real way. So our motto that you see in Latin on the screen translates to "Not unto ourselves alone are we born." And it kind of sums up that those early alum who came before us, they know that we were in the world together, and that our education should be a time when we practice and explore how we want to better and impact the lives of others. And so we talk about the motto a lot as an institution and continually challenge ourselves to live it in new and varied ways as the world changes, right? Willamette does a very exceptional job of providing students with occasions both in and out of the classroom to practice our idea of the motto. So making positive change through leadership, service, and innovation are three ways that we do that. And in the classroom, Willamette students really meet in small groups. Our average class size is 17, where highly engaged faculty lead primarily discussion-based courses. And so these small groups are very interactive. This is an example of a course, a class outside, and they're designed to help students develop important skills that you'll see through their lives and careers. And skills like critical thinking and problem solving, and the ability to be able to consider many different varied perspectives. Our faculty are incredibly accomplished. They write and research and publish very extensively, but first and foremost, they are teachers. They teach at Willamette because they love to work with our students, and they serve as mentors throughout their time with the students over the course of the 4 years that they're there to help them kind of grow and change as the world around them changes. And so it's no wonder that Willamette, has more Oregon Professors of the Year than any other university or college in the state of Oregon by quite a margin, and that's something we're pretty proud of. We feel pretty strongly that this incredible classroom environment at Willamette is supported by great experiential and co-curricular activities as well. And so this idea to participate in things like study abroad, as you can see here, hands-on research opportunities, as well as internships and interactives outside of the classroom experience that all of our students participate in. And our unique location within the city of Salem really helps our students be able to do that. We're right across the street from the state capitol, like I mentioned earlier, but we're also kind of in this quaint downtown area, really great college town. As you can see here, this kind of gives you an idea of where we're located within downtown Salem. So you can also have an internship and research opportunities for students from politics to economics and psychology, data science, you name it. Right across the street at the state capitol there, you see the big tall gold man is what we call him on campus. But we also have a unique location right across the street from the state of Oregon's third largest hospital in Oregon. And so we have wonderful opportunities for students to have internship experiences there within the medical field. For students who are maybe interested in environmental science or biology, we own 305 acres of land just north of our campus called Xena, where you can quite literally dig in the dirt of this region and restore habitats and participate in forestry studies. And you can even grow your own vegetables on our farm there too. So very hands-on learning experience there for students. We also are co-located with Tokyo International University of America, or TIUA for short. They are the satellite campus of Tokyo International University in Japan, and they send about 100 international students over every year, and they're embedded into our campus culture. So it's a wonderful cross-cultural experience for our students to be able to engage with international students right here on our campus in Salem. And then obviously on the opposite end of that, I mentioned earlier, we have over 66 study abroad programs as well too. So the world is pretty much your oyster at that point. So for all the examples I've kind of given here, you can see that Willamette is pretty physically located in such a way that we are quite literally surrounded by wonderful opportunities. It looks like my time is almost up here, so I would encourage you to continue to connect with us online, and I'm going to skip ahead through the rest of these fun photos here. We love our dogs on campus. And this is my contact information in our virtual visit website there. So we'd encourage you to continue to connect with us that way. Thanks for your time, and I'll give it back to Julian.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Willamette University. Next up is going to be University of Wyoming. And while they are getting set up, just want to continue to encourage you to get the Q&A chat box going. I know that our institutions and the representatives from there would love to answer any questions you have. And remember, you can ask your question to anybody at any time throughout the session. So we'll leave it over to University of Wyoming.
Thank you so much. I very much appreciate you all having me tonight to present on behalf of the University of Wyoming here in the beautiful state of Wyoming. So Laramie, Wyoming itself is a unique environment, but our institution is extremely unique because we are the only four-year institution in the entire state of Wyoming. What that means for you is that if you're looking for the best representatives that are going to teach in their field here in Wyoming, they're going to be coming to the University of Wyoming. So it makes it easier for you if you're interested in studying in many different fields to find the best of the best. On another note, we are a gem of the Plains, so we bring a lot of individuals from all different fields. We're renowned for engineering and for business. I myself am a proud graduate of this institution, but I came from the liberal arts side. I am an English creative writing graduate, but in doing so and being at this institution, I could speak on behalf of experience that you will have individuals from all different walks of life and very renowned individuals because they want to be here because it's off the beaten path. It's interesting. Here in the Plains, our freshman students get the opportunity to learn from a Nobel Peace Laureate, and I myself got the opportunity to learn from a runner-up to the National Book Awards. So just a shameless plug for some of our excellent individuals to teach out here. We have about 12,249 students on campus a year, but that's going to mean a small student to faculty ratio for you. So about 15:1, get the opportunity to really get to know the professors that you have. And in any institution that you're at, really, that's what you should be looking for because it's going to be the connections that you make early. It's going to be the experience that you have that'll set you up best for whatever path you take in life. But I can guarantee communication is always key. So want to make sure that you get to know the individuals that you are studying under while you're out here. We'll encourage a lot of self-discovery, discovery in the classroom, of course, but we have tons of opportunity for the outdoors. So in this area, if you're interested in getting to know your best self on skiing, hiking, maybe you're looking to do some mountain biking and some rock climbing, of course, it's a world-renowned area to do so. I myself live here now in Laramie full-time. I've moved from the plains of Wyoming into the mountains because I love to backpack. I love to snowshoe. I love to ski. There is a ski hill that is just 15 minutes from, about 30 minutes from the college itself, where you can learn to ski at $70 for a day pass, and a rental is about $20. So not a big chunk of change out of your pocket as well. We're Division I for athletics, and we encourage all of our students to attend every game most possibly as they can. Of course, with some COVID restrictions, we had to limit a little bit of that this year, but we're hoping moving into the fall, we'll have some open classes. We're going to have some hopefully in-person courses. We'll have attendance at these games completely free for you to utilize as a student. So we want you to do so. Be football, basketball. Of course, if you're familiar with the Mountain West Conference, Josh Allen is now playing for the Buffalo Bills. So very proud graduate of the university, proud to see him attend the NFL and continue forward with his dream. If you are interested in club sports, of course, rodeo is our state sport, and you can do so here at the University of Wyoming. We also have active Greek system. We have over 300 clubs and organizations. So if you come out here, hard pressed for you not to be able to find something that you're interested in, but if you can't, you can absolutely start a club on your own. And this is just some of our more alternative clubs. We do something called aerial dancing here. This is in Vitaville, Wyoming, which is a beautiful just outdoor recreation area. It's about 15 minutes from the college itself, but just kind of highlight how unique this area really is. Going to get a hybrid of a lot of different studies, a lot of different individuals. And we're going to encourage you to study all different areas as much as you possibly can. So double major, double minor, really whatever you're interested in dipping into. You can go from zoology to accounting. I myself, English, creative writing, but did start in the College of Education itself just because we do have really great professors, and they had convinced me for a brief period in time that I might be able to be brave enough to be a high school teacher. Unfortunately, they couldn't quite get me. They're much braver than I am. So now I'm in admissions to work with students, which is still great. We have hands-on experience opportunities here at the university. We're a well-funded institution. So if you are looking to, like I said, come to an institution in the state of Wyoming to study, to look further with like-minded professors and who are top tier in their field, they're going to be here. They're going to be providing that guidance, and we are well-funded. So those internship, those research opportunities, they're going to be alive. We encourage students to ask the right questions, to get involved as early on. If you're in business, if you're in engineering, you'll have student success centers that are directly linked to your colleges themselves that can actually help get you interconnected with different alumni, different companies as early on as your sophomore year. As well, for the liberal arts and other individuals on campus, we have different institutions such as ACES, which are Academic Career and Advising Exploratory Studies Center, and they're going to help you right from the start, because we know that if you get into the real world, you'll have that college degree, but really we want you to have that experience behind you. That's really going to be setting you up, setting you forward with the best path. So more examples of some hands-on learning opportunities that you can have here at the university. We also have the largest endowment for a four-year institution here in the United States for study abroad. This was in place by alumni Dick Cheney of the University of Wyoming. So he's a proud graduate, and he set this up with his wife, Lynn, so that students who come here are encouraged to, of course, explore. You can do study abroad opportunities through internships. Of course, you could just do trade programs where you and another student switch, and then you as well get to pay your out-of-state resident tuition while you're doing so. So it's not going to be a huge chunk of change out of your pocket. And the best way to discover what's really beautiful and exemplary about your country itself is, of course, going and traveling abroad. For our scholarships for students, I'll wrap it up quickly here. If you're looking at the University of Wyoming, of course, we want you to look at our commitments. This is the Brown and Gold commitment. We award off of merits here at the university. So ACT, SAT, but of course for students that are unable to receive a test this year, we do have some test optional options over here on the right. So if you're looking to apply, know that you still have funding opportunities. We will, for spring 2021 applicants, to apply with an ACT or an SAT score. But if you are looking at fall this year, you will only need to apply with a transcript. And of course, we'd like to see a 3.0 of the minimum GPA. If you'd like to tour the University of Wyoming, we are open right now for in-person tours. You can absolutely visit our visit website to get more information on that. And then this is my contact information. So we'd love to talk to you more. We always encourage individuals, come out to Wyoming, come out here and see us. We want to get you on campus. So feel free to reach out, ask me questions. Be really happy to talk more about the University of Wyoming and just Wyoming in general.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Love the Josh Allen plug in there too. We are going to get moving on to Belmont University. And while they're getting set up with screen share, just making sure that if you are looking for more sessions to attend tonight and tomorrow, we still have some available. If you want to do that, you can go to shrivescan.com/Illinois.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is John Paul Murray, and I'm with Belmont University. We are located in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, albeit a little chilly right now. We have about 4 inches of sleet outside, and the city is totally shut down. So I guess some of y'all's weather was brought down our way, but excited to share about Belmont with you guys. We have just over 8,200 students total, with about 6,600 of those being undergraduate students. So we're very much that medium-sized liberal arts institution. True to form, we have really small class sizes. We want to make sure that you get to know your professors and get to know other students as well. Average class size for us this semester is about 19 students, student faculty ratio about 14:1. So again, we really want to make sure that you're able to better connect inside the classroom with our faculty. You're never going to really be taught by any adjunct professors, always with our full-time professors on campus. Something that's kind of cool about our student body is that we're pretty diverse in where our students are coming from. Our students hail from every state in the nation, as well as 28 other countries. About 70% of our student body is from out of state, and about half of our students are from 5 hours or more away from home. Illinois is actually our largest state that we pull students from outside of the state of Tennessee. We usually have around 105 to 110 incoming freshmen from the state of Illinois that will come down to see us every year. And usually about 80% of those are from the greater Chicago area. Our campus itself is located right in the heart of everything in Nashville, Tennessee. If you've never come to see us before, this is downtown Nashville. We're about 2 miles south of where this picture is taken. So we're nestled in between some really, really fantastic neighborhoods. Nashville is a growing city. I've been here now for just a little over a decade, and I've really seen the city continue to change and grow and evolve. Lots of people moving into town from all over the country. We have really incredible industries in a lot of different areas that maybe you're unfamiliar with. Now, again, our campus is in the middle of all of that. Campus itself isn't super spread out like you sometimes see with schools that are located in cities. In fact, it's pretty compact. So it'll take you about 10, 15 minutes max to get from one corner of campus all the way to the other. Now, like I mentioned, we are nestled in between a couple of fantastic areas. Just to our west is Hillsborough Village. This is going towards Vanderbilt's campus. Just southeast of us is 12 South. And then just north of our campus, literally dead ending right at our admissions building, is the famed and historic Music Row. If you're unfamiliar with it, Music Row is the hub of all things revolving around the music industry. That's where you're going to find record labels, performing rights organizations, studios like the picture that you see here, which is actually a studio owned by Belmont. It's called Ocean Wave Studios. I encourage you to take a look at it a little bit later, do some research if you're interested. Everyone from Beyonce to the Dixie Chicks as recorded here. Also, if you're familiar with Fortnite, the soundtrack for that was actually mixed and produced and recorded right here in this space as well. So certainly a lot of music going on in Nashville. That's why we are a music city for sure. But what some people don't realize is that there's certainly a lot more than just music happening in Nashville, and certainly on our campus as well. Some people don't realize nursing, for example, is actually our second largest major on campus. It is a direct admit program, so you're automatically in your freshman year. We also have a really strong College of Business. A lot of our students are interested in entrepreneurship or accounting, or maybe just kind of getting involved in the business world overall. Certainly, there is a lot surrounding music on campus. If you're interested in music here on the call tonight, I ask you to ask yourself a question. Do you see yourself as the performer on the stage, or as the person working behind the scenes to make sure whatever happens on stage can happen? So if you say, okay, I'm more of the behind the scenes type of person, take a look at the Micro College of Entertainment and Music Business. That includes music business, which is our largest major on campus. It is a business degree, which really sets it apart versus some other institutions. Other cool programs in that area include songwriting, entertainment industry studies, motion picture. So again, all of these behind the scenes entertainment industry programs. If you're more of the performer, take a look at our College of Music and Performing Arts. That would include, of course, things like musical theater or music therapy. And our most notable program in that area would be our commercial music major, designed for students that love music. They're super talented, but they don't want to touch classical music whatsoever. So they're thinking of a career in rock, pop, country, jazz, you name it. That's what they're thinking about doing. Just to give you an idea, only about a quarter of our students major in one of these areas surrounding music. So if you say that all sounds well and good, but I'm not interested in studying music, you won't be alone whatsoever. Now, you definitely need to like music in order to be successful here in Nashville and to have friends, but you don't have to be musical to be a part of our campus, and be happy to chat about that with you a little bit more later on. Student life-wise, because our students do come from all over the country, we really want to make sure that you're getting plugged into the Belmont experience. We have just over 160 different student clubs and organizations y'all can choose from. We're also proud to be NCAA Division I athletics at Belmont. We participate in the Ohio Valley Conference. Right now, we're having one of our best men's basketball seasons on record. We're currently, I think last I looked, 22-1. So we're really doing fantastic there, and definitely choose us whenever it's time for the brackets to come out. Just want to give you a just very brief idea of admissions. We have rolling admissions all throughout the year. We are test optional. You'll see what's required up here on the screen. Applications will go live for current juniors on August 1st, of course, for that application to open up. We are open for in-person visits as well. So if you want to come down and see us, please feel free to do so. And we also have virtual visit options as well. Other than that, I will turn it over, stay warm, and we'll go on to the next school.
All right, thank you so much, Belmont University. And last but not least, Bradley University is going to have the floor to close us out. And while they get set up, just remember to get in your last questions in the Q&A box and to go over to strivescan.com/Illinois to join any other sessions tonight and tomorrow.
All right, thank you everyone. I'm Sarah Doherty here for Bradley University. Also with me is my colleague Lindsay Lindberg. She's helping in the Q&A section, so feel free to send her some questions. And just to share a little bit about Bradley with you, Bradley is located in Peoria, Illinois, and the two are very similar. So much like Bradley is a medium-sized university, Peoria is also a medium-sized city. It's around 350,000 residents. So Peoria is actually Illinois' second largest metropolitan area, and it offers all the urban benefits of a large city, along with the comfort and the personality of a small town. Bradley's campus is on the historic Hilltop, which is located just a mile from Peoria's downtown riverfront area, which you see there. And the city is located within 3 hours driving distance of Chicago, St. Louis, and Indianapolis. And it's also accessible by air through our international airport. Being medium-sized, private, and having nearly 6,000 undergraduate and graduate students means that we can offer a little bit of everything like the big schools do, as well as all the personal attention and the access of a small college. This variety appeals to all kinds of students. In fact, sometimes we have siblings who are looking for completely different things in a college, and they end up at Bradley together because they find something they like there together. We appeal to a lot of different students. Although our campus will look large on this map, our students are often surprised and impressed by how condensed everything actually is once they get there. It is definitely nice when the weather isn't very good, and we are in the Midwest, so we get a little bit or quite a bit of all kinds of weather at certain times of the year. So once you're on campus, most of our freshmen do live in our residence halls. It makes Bradley a very residential school, and it means your friends will always be nearby. And you are welcome to check out any video tours of all of our residence halls on our website too. Each one has their own video tour. Now, Bradley was founded in 1897 by an amazing woman named Lydia Moss Bradley, and she founded us as a watch and clockmaking school. Back in 1897, that was considered pretty high tech, but these days we have more than just a technology school. We have our 5 colleges listed here: the College of Business, Communication and Fine Arts, which includes game design, Education and Health Sciences, which includes direct admit nursing and physical therapy, Engineering, and Liberal Arts and Sciences. So maybe you'll be one of our nursing students who wears Bradley red scrubs and graduates with more than 600 hours of clinical experience. Or maybe you'll be a communication student and get to work with Warner Brothers Studios during our Hollywood semester. Now, every student has access to the collaborative learning spaces in our newest academic building, which is the Business and Engineering Convergence Center. But the engineers get to use a 5-story drop tower and a maker's lab, and our business students can practice sales and business role playing in our special sales lab. All majors begin freshman year, so you students, you can make sure from the very beginning that you're in the right major for you. And if you're undecided about a major, that's okay. Bradley's academic exploration program will allow you to shadow experts in your field before you commit to a specific program. One of my favorite things about Bradley is that it offers all the personal attention aspects of a small college, like feeling like people know you, an average class size of 17, and a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. And at Bradley, 100% of our courses are taught by professors, not teaching assistants. So you can be sure you're learning in your field from the experts. Bradley students continue their education beyond the classroom, since 100% of our students will have at least 2 real-world experiences before graduation. These experiences could be opportunities like study abroad, service learning, faculty supervised research, and internships with well-known companies across the nation. At Bradley, you'll also be able to join as many of our 240 student organizations as you like. Bradley's once again ranked as the top ranked private school in Illinois and in the top 25 nationally among private institutions for student engagement. Our students are active in service groups, religious groups, despite being a non-denominational school, and we get to cheer on our Division I athletics, and our speech team has the most national championships of any team in college history. When you're ready to apply, Bradley offers 2 different types of applications, our own application on the Bradley website and the Common App, and either one is completely fine. Neither one has an application fee either. We always suggest applying before the November 1st early action deadline for the best choice at our popular majors and for receiving scholarships. If you're currently a high school junior, our fall 22 application will open for you this July 1st. And if you're a high school senior or a transfer student still thinking about this fall, we do have some limited availability and programs for you too, but I would hurry. Our completed application at Bradley will consist of the application itself, an official high school transcript, and your essay or personal statement. Recommendation letters are optional at Bradley, and so are test scores. Bradley is test optional, so if you haven't taken a test or you don't wish to share your score with us, that's completely fine. You can always reach out to your admission counselor for more counseling on this too. Admission and financial assistance will really be different for each student at Bradley. So again, reach out to us for help with this, but more than 90% of our students will receive 1 or more scholarships or other financial assistance to help pay for a Bradley education. To get an idea of what Bradley might cost for you, this is a great estimator to use on our website. And at Bradley, we offer several different visit opportunities, both on campus and in virtual areas. So feel free to check those out. We're doing some appointments and programs on campus. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We are happy to help you. Thanks so much.
Thank you everybody for joining tonight. Because we have just a couple minutes left, I'm just going to give the presenters enough time to look at the Q&A box. If there's any questions that you want to answer there, you can head right over. And I am just going to state some closing remarks here as well too, and let you kind of answer those as we move on. I'm going to share my screen here. So after you close this window, there's going to be a very quick 4-question survey. Make sure you fill that out before heading on for the evening. And then if you want to sign up for more sessions, as I stated throughout the night, you can by going to strivescan.com/Illinois. If you want to check the recording as well too, you can check the recording on the same page that you registered, and that's going to be available within about a week. And other than that, I hope you have a good evening. Good luck on the college search and admissions process. I'm going to leave a couple more minutes before 6:45 for any questions to be answered in the Q&A. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining and have a great evening. Stay safe and warm out there.